Midway along the journey of our life, I woke to find myself in a dark wood, for I had wandered off from the straight path. So begins the soul's descent, not into madness, but into meaning. These woods are more than confusion. They are the wilderness of the soul when it strays from virtue. The trees twist like thoughts that have lost direction, with fog that is the blur of a conscience no longer clear. Then comes Virgil, the Roman poet, a symbol of reason, of human wisdom. He represents what logic and virtue can offer to a soul trapped in spiritual darkness. His presence reminds us that knowledge alone does not save, but it can lead us to the threshold of redemption. Before us rise the gates of hell, inscribed with a warning, not a curse. Hope, the light of the soul, is left behind. And yet, paradoxically, the descent begins not with cruelty, but with understanding. These torments are not imposed from outside, but revealed from within. In Limbo dwell the great minds who lived without the light of faith. Socrates, Plato, and others wander here, not in torment, but in loss. This is not punishment for evil, but the pain of potential unfulfilled. The message is clear: even virtue without divine purpose remains incomplete. Lust blows like a storm, uncontrollable, aimless. Here, those who let passion guide their will are forever tossed, never finding rest. Francesca speaks of love, but hers was not love. It was desire ungoverned. This circle teaches that the soul, when ruled by appetite, loses all direction. Here, excess becomes a burden. The gluttons wallow in mire as they once wallowed in indulgence. But it is not food alone. This is the soul that consumes without gratitude, that fills itself to avoid emptiness. Their punishment is not only the filth, but the isolation from grace they chose. The greedy clash in a senseless struggle. Those who hoarded against those who squandered. This is the futility of possession without purpose. It reveals how wealth, without wisdom or compassion, chains the soul to earthly measure. Wrath burns hot, sullen anger freezes cold. Here, the two are punished side by side, the former in open violence, the latter in silence. Anger, when unspoken, becomes bitterness. This circle teaches that passion must be governed by justice, or it devours both the world and the self. Now, the sins of flesh give way to the sins of will. Beyond the city of Dis, we encounter choices made not in weakness, but in defiance. These are not simply broken souls, they are rebels against divine order. And this descent is no longer just observational, it becomes personal. I descend, not just into hell, but into myself. The further we travel, the clearer the truth becomes. These torments are echoes of the soul's disordered love. And only by facing them, one by one, may I come to understand what it means to be human. Deeper now, past lust and gluttony, beyond wrath and greed, we come to intent. These are the sins committed with calculation, with cold intellect. No longer weakness, this is malice, and with it, the soul contorts not from passion, but from pride. The heretics lie entombed in flame. These are not those who disbelieved, but those who taught falsehood knowingly, who bent doctrine to serve their own reason. They saw the soul as mortal, and so now, in burning tombs, they face an unending death. Violence manifests in three forms: against others, against self, against God, each punished in a realm befitting the crime. The suicides, trees broken and bled, having cast off the gift of life. The violent, submerged in boiling blood. The blasphemers, burnt beneath a rain of fire. This circle forces us to ask, what is sacred and how do we treat it? Fraud is the corruption of trust. Here, in 10 ditches, souls are twisted by their own lies. Flatterers sink in excrement, as they once spoke with filth disguised as praise. False prophets walk backwards, blinded by the future they claim to see. Fraud is intelligence turned against love, and its punishment, fragmentation. At the bottom lies treachery, betrayal, the deepest sin. It is not fire that awaits, but cold. For betrayal is the absence of warmth, the killing of trust. The traitors are encased in ice, each face a portrait of final frozen guilt. And there, Lucifer, once angelic, now monstrous, his wings creating the icy wind that freezes all. Lucifer does not rule hell. He is its prisoner, trapped by his own rebellion. I do not hate him, I pity him, for he is the ultimate warning that the brightest fall when they love only themselves. And so we climb through a narrow tunnel of stone and silence until stars return. The journey through hell is not about others. It is about us. It is not about damnation. It is about awakening. For before we rise, we must descend. Before we are saved, we must understand.